Oh, hello everyone. Thanks for listening. This video is going to go over the rape at Nanking and the Bushido code of the samurai. The brutality of the rape of Nanking is widely understood to be connected to a radical, militaristic misinterpretation of the traditional Japanese warrior code, Bushido, which fostered a sense of racial supremacy and a profound contempt for surrender. The original Bushido code was a complex set of ethics for the samurai, comparable in some aspects to Western chivalry, emphasizing honor, loyalty, and dying in the service of one's lord. However, in the lead up to World War II, a perverted or radicalized version of Bushido was disseminated throughout the Japanese military. This modern militaristic ideology emphasized absolute loyalty to the emperor and state. Self-sacrifice for the nation was presented as the highest honor. Contempt for surrender. Any form of surrender, even when a soldier was outnumbered or outmatched, was considered a deeply dishonorable act. This stood in sharp contrast to Western military traditions, where surrender was an acceptable option in certain circumstances. In December 1937, the Japanese Imperial Army captured Nanking, also known as Nanking, which was the capital of China. Following the city's fall, Japanese forces repeatedly, under an order to kill all captives, engaged in a 6-week-long campaign of atrocities that became known as the Rape of Nanking. The atrocities included mass murder. An estimated 50,000 to 300,000 Chinese civilians, and unarmed soldiers were killed. Widespread sexual violence. At least 20,000 women and girls of all ages were raped, many of whom were subsequently mutilated or murdered. Systematic destruction and looting. A third of the city was burned, and the properties were extensively looted. The link between the radicalized Bushido and the Nanking atrocities lies in the Japanese soldiers' perception of their enemies. The military culture, steeped in racial supremacy ideology, trained soldiers to view the Chinese as subhuman. The traditional Chinese attitude toward war was less feudal and did not view surrender in the same light as the Japanese military. When thousands of Chinese soldiers surrendered, Japanese troops were filled with contempt for them for not having fought to the death. In the Japanese military mindset, a soldier who surrendered became a non-entity who could be treated worse than an animal. The combination of factors, fueled by an order to execute captives, created an environment where horrific violence, sadism, and a complete breakdown in discipline became widespread and systemic. Thank you everyone for listening to this video about the Bushido code and how it relates to rape and Nanking. So take care.